It is a push force. Very good. Who exerts normal force? Who exerts normal force? Surface. Okay. Exerted by surface. Who exerts tension force? String. Very good. Exerted by string or rope. String or rope. Okay, fine. So we discussed about rope also. Fine. Now equilibrium we have discussed. Now let's do Newton's second law. Write down topic. Newton's second law. Okay. So what Newton observed? So Newton made three laws. Okay. So one, two, three, based on observation. So Newton's first law is based on what? Balanced forces. Balanced forces means resultant force zero. Object is in rest or uniform motion. Okay, that is also known as uh, equilibrium. Correct. So equilibrium. When object is in equilibrium, we apply Newton's first law. Now object is not in equilibrium means unbalanced forces. Okay. So this is applicable for unbalanced forces. So note down. Unbalanced. So when forces are unbalanced, what happens? So unbalanced force, like for example, so I am holding this pen. What right now the forces are balanced or unbalanced? Balanced. Now I will release this pen. When I release it, after I release it, force is unbalanced. That's why it is falling. Correct? So so when the forces are unbalanced, object accelerate. Note down. Object accelerate. Right? So speed increases, velocity changes, or speed decreases, velocity changes, correct? So velocity changes. Velocity changes. Now velocity is a scalar or vector? It is a vector quantity. So it has magnitude and direction. So velocity changes means maybe magnitude changes, direction not changing. Magnitude changing, direction not changing. Or what is the second? Magnitude not changing, direction changing. Magnitude not changing, but direction changing. Direction changing. Okay. What is the third? Both are changing. Both are changing. Correct. So when velocity changes, it has three meanings. Okay. Velocity changing means acceleration is there. Three meanings are there. Magnitude changing, direction not changing. Give some example. Magnitude changing, magnitude of velocity changing, direction not changing. Give some example. Yes. Like for example, this object, if I release it, what is the direction? Direction of motion? Downward. So always it is going downward. See? Always it is going downward. But speed? Increasing. Very good. Speed increasing. So that is first. Okay. Magnitude changing, but direction is not changing. Direction is fixed, downward. But magnitude of velocity changing. What is initial velocity? Zero. Topmost point velocity zero. As it is falling down, velocity is increasing. Very good. Now give some example of magnitude not changing, direction changing. Circle, circular motion. So in circular motion, what happens? In circular motion, direction is changing. See, when particle is here, this is the direction. When particle is here, this is the direction. When particle is here, this is the direction. Correct? Speed is constant, so we call it uniform circular motion. What is uniform circular motion? Speed is constant. Speed, speed constant. Okay, direction continuously changing. Direction continuously changing always. So when ball is here, what is the direction? When ball is here, direction will be north. When ball is here, what is the direction? East. No, west. When ball is here, where is the direction? South. When ball is here, where is the direction? East. Okay. So see, it is changing. Direction is continuously changing. So example of direction changing, magnitude not changing. Direction changing, magnitude not changing. Circular motion, uniform. Uniform circular motion. Both changing. Give some example. Parabola, correct? Parabolic path. So suppose ball is thrown at angle theta. Ball is thrown at angle theta. What type of path it will follow? Parabola, correct? So this is parabolic path. Parabolic path. So what happens to speed? Speed decreasing as it is going from ground to top. Ground to top post point, speed decreasing. Direction also changing. After some time, this is the direction, correct? So direction changing and speed also changing. So both are changing, magnitude and direction, both are changing, correct? So in all these cases, we say object is accelerating, correct? Object is accelerating means velocity changing, correct? Good. So that is unbalanced force. So forces are unbalanced, so this happens, okay? Or suppose this is there, it means forces are unbalanced, correct? Forces are unbalanced. So let's take very simple examples first. Example of unbalanced force. Suppose this is the block. Mass of the block is m. It is kept on smooth surface. It is kept on smooth surface. And right now, what forces you observe here? What are the forces acting on this block? Tell me. Normal upward, mg downward. Okay, because weight is there, so under gravity weight will be there, correct? So earth is pulling it down, so who is stopping it? Who is stopping it? Surface. Surface is stopping it from falling. See, this pen is not falling. Why? Because the surface is stopping it. If you remove the surface, it will fall, correct? So surface is exerting force where? Upward. So that is normal force. Surface exerts normal force upward, correct? Okay, so these two forces right now, what is the state? Rest or motion? Rest. Okay, it is at rest. But now I am exerting force F, capital F, right side. This is the external force. External force. Okay. Now you see, you observe here, N is balanced with mg. N is balanced with mg, but force is not balanced. So F is unbalanced. F is unbalanced. Okay. So object will be at rest or it will accelerate? It will accelerate. So object will accelerate. So block will accelerate. Object means block here. Block accelerate. Okay. So how to find acceleration? How to find acceleration? So we have a formula. Unbalanced force, that is also known as net unbalanced force. Net unbalanced force is equal to mass into acceleration. Okay. Net x, note down. F is equal to ma. F is equal to ma. What is F here? Net unbalanced force. Okay. Here how many forces? 3. What is the unbalanced force? Net unbalanced force? F. So you will write, so here you will write F is equal to mass into acceleration. Okay. What if two forces are there? Suppose this is the block, right side force is 3F, left side force is 6F. Now how will you solve? So what is a net unbalanced force? Net unbalanced force. So left side 6F, right side 3F. So what is the net? Correct, very good. So 6F minus 3F, that is equal to 3F left. So direction of net unbalanced force is 3F left. So acceleration will be where? Left. So you can write 3F is equal to mass into acceleration. So acceleration is equal to 3F by m. Okay, 3F by m. Note down. Net. So here F net you understand. Okay, it is not a single force. It is resultant. Net force. Here single force F is there. Here two forces are there. So resultant you have to find. Okay, fine. Okay. Now, one more point. How is the surface horizontal? Surface is horizontal. Surface is horizontal. So the block can move along the surface. Block can move along the surface. Block can move right side or block can move left side. If net force is right side, so block will move right side. If net force is left side, so block will move left side. Like this example, net force is where? Right side. So block will move right side. In this example, net force is where? Left side. So block will move left side. But parallel to surface. Okay, parallel to surface. Okay. So next point you write down. Note down. Inclined force. When force is inclined, take component of force parallel to surface. Note down. When force is inclined, take component parallel to surface. So for example, this is the surface, this is the block. Mass of the block is m. So right now normal is acting upward, mg is acting downward. Now the force is inclined. Now this is the force. With horizontal it is making angle theta. So take the components. So tell me what is the horizontal component, tell me. F cos theta, very good. F cos theta. Vertical component, F sin theta, correct? So take the components. Remember, when force is inclined to the surface, then take component parallel to surface. So which component is parallel to surface? This is the surface. Which component is parallel to surface? F cos theta. So this is known as parallel component. This is known as parallel component. Component means part. Okay, like this computer system is there, monitor is there, okay, keyboard is there. These are parts. Component means parts. Okay, so this is the vector, and these are the parts. So when you add these parts, you get this vector. Okay, component means part. So this is the parallel part. This is the perpendicular part. Parallel to surface, perpendicular to surface. Very important. Okay, parallel to surface, perpendicular to surface. So this is perpendicular component. Okay, perpendicular component. So along the surface, which force is pulling it along the surface? F cos theta. And normal is upward, mg is downward. So what is the unbalanced force here? F cos theta. So unbalanced force, net unbalanced force is equal to F cos theta. Okay, so how to find acceleration? How to find acceleration? Net unbalanced force F cos theta divided by mass. Okay, note down. So inclined force, this is known as inclined force. So it is a pull or push. I am pulling this object or pushing this object. Tell me. Pulling the object. Okay, like this. For example, this is what I am doing. Pull or push. Pulling. This is pull. This is push. Okay. So next diagram you draw. Now I will push the object. This is the block. Now this is the force. Force is making angle theta with horizontal. So it is a push now. So this is push. Okay. Previous diagram it is pull. This is pull. Note down. This is pull. And now this is push. So pull is like this. Okay. This is the pull. And this is the push. Okay, fine. So now you take components. So this is the force with horizontal, it is making theta. So what is the horizontal component? F cos theta, right side. What is the vertical component? F sin theta, up or down? Down. So F sin theta. Okay, fine, clear. And normal is there. So normal force is there. Mg is there. So vertically forces are balanced, and this is the unbalanced force. Note down, this is unbalanced. So net unbalanced force is mass into acceleration. So net unbalanced force is equal to F cos theta. So that is mass into acceleration. So acceleration is F cos theta by mass. Okay. Net unbalanced force is equal to mass into acceleration. What is difference in these two cases? This one and previous one. This one and this one. What is the difference? F sin theta. Very good. In this case, F sin theta is up. In this case, F sin theta is down. Correct? Normal force is same or different? Find normal force here. How much normal force? Find normal force. This plus this is equal to this. So F sin theta plus N is equal to mg. So what is the normal force? Very good. Mg minus F sin theta. Okay, clear? Note down, note down. Previous one. F sin theta is up. So normal is mg minus F sin theta. F sin theta plus N is equal to mg. Okay. Now next case. Next. Find normal here. So what you write? N is equal to mg plus F sin theta. N is equal to mg plus F sin theta. Okay. So now you observe the normal value. In the previous case, mg minus F sin theta. Now it is mg plus F sin theta. So in which case normal is more? During push or during pull? During push, normal is more. Okay. So note down, note down. So when you push this chair, more normal is there. When you pull this chair, normal is less. So note down. During push, normal is more than during pull. than during pull. Okay, during push normal is more than during pull. Okay, so when you push, normal is more. When you pull, normal is less. But what is same in both the cases? What is same? What is acceleration in previous? What is the f cos theta by m? What is the acceleration now? F cos theta by m. Okay, this is when the surface is smooth. Remember, when we study friction force, then surface is not smooth. There, friction chapter. Then the whole situation will change. Acceleration will be different. Okay, I will teach that later. But now, when surface is smooth, acceleration is same. Remember, acceleration is same. Okay, two forces, push and pull both, push and pull. So now I'm giving one question, directly one question I'm giving. So suppose it is 2 kg, this way you are exerting 10 Newton, making an angle 37 degree with horizontal, and here you are exerting 20 Newton, making an angle 53 degree with horizontal. Okay, now the question is find normal force and acceleration. You can start solving. Okay, find normal force and acceleration. So one line if you want you can write, but you can, you know what is the situation. I am writing here. First you start solving now, later you can write this. I am writing full question. Block is kept on smooth surface, smooth horizontal surface. Push force 20 Newton and pull force 10 Newton acts on it. Okay, so 20 Newton is a push force like this, and 10 Newton is a pull force like this. So find acceleration in normal. Now start solving. So what is the first step? What is the first step? What you will do? Component. Good, component. Step 1. Take components. Take components parallel to surface and perpendicular to surface. Take components parallel to surface and perpendicular to surface. So 10 Newton, what is the component parallel to surface? 10 cos 37, perpendicular to surface, 10 sin 37. Okay, like this you take. For this also you take. Yes, tell me. 2 meter per second square. Okay. And normal force? Okay. Now similarly you take components. This 20 Newton component also you take. So this 20 Newton is making 53 degree with horizontal. This is 53 degree. So what is the horizontal component of 20 Newton? 20 cos 53. What is the vertical component? 20 sin 53. Are you getting or not? Are you getting everyone? For 10 Newton, it is like this. So vertical component will be this. For 20 Newton, it is like this. So vertical component is like this. Okay, clear? Normal is 30 Newton. Okay. Okay, okay. Solve, solve. Now find the components. Find the components. So what is this value? Tell me what is this value? 10 cos 37, how much? Cos 37, you know? 4 by 5. Okay. So this will be 8 and 10 sin 37. Sin 37, 3 by 5. So this will be 6. So horizontal component is 8, vertical component is 6 for 10 Newton. Pull force. For push force 20 Newton, vertical component 20 sin 53. Sin 53, 4 by 5. Okay, the table yesterday we drawn one table. Oh, good. So 16 and 20 cos 53. So cos 53 is 3 by 5. So this will be 12. Okay. Now draw free body diagram. Free body diagram. So right side force is 8. And this force is also there, right side, 12. 12. Upward force is 6. Downward force is 16. Normal force is upward. Mg force downward. Mg force is 2g, means 20. Now you calculate unbalanced force. So what is the unbalanced force here? 8 plus 12. So unbalanced force is 8 plus 12. Okay, note down. Unbalanced force is 8 plus 12 means 20. So how will you find acceleration? This is free body diagram. Free body diagram, FBD. Okay. What is free body diagram? Representation of all the forces with common tail. Okay. So how much is unbalanced force? Unbalanced force, tell me. 20. So what is the acceleration? Unbalanced force by mass. What is the mass? 2 kg. So 10 meter per second square. Okay. Unit of acceleration. Unit of acceleration, meter per second square. Unit of velocity, meter per second. Unit of force, Newton. So this is 10 meter per second square. Okay, clear? Now how to find normal? What is the net upward force? N plus 6. Net downward force? 16 plus 20. So balance these are balanced. So N plus 6 is equal to 16 plus 20. N plus 6 is equal to 16 plus 20. If you solve this, 16 minus 6 is 10, 10 plus 20 is 30. So N is equal to 30. Okay, N is equal to 30. Correct, good, very good. N is equal to 30. Okay, so concept, this is the concept. Breaking of force. Okay, this is the step one, that is the applying concept. This is the concept. When force is inclined, take component parallel to surface, perpendicular to surface, parallel to surface, perpendicular to surface. Clear? Okay, done. So these type of questions maybe you will find in solved examples in Arihant book. Okay, Singage also. exercise questions, you will see these type of questions. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, understand, try to understand the concepts. Okay, done. Next, so we are studying unbalanced force. Unbalanced force causes acceleration, right? Unbalanced force causes acceleration. Let's do inclined plane now. We can do inclined plane. So next topic you write down, smooth inclined plane. Smooth inclined plane. Smooth inclined plane. What is angle of inclination? Theta. Now you put some block here. This is the block I have kept here. Mass of the block is m, and the inclined surface is smooth. No friction. It is frictionless. It is frictionless. So smooth inclined plane. Okay. So you're taking the block and put here. Place it here. Release. It will be at rest. It will move. It will move. Where it will go? Up, down. Why? Gravity. So you can say because the unbalanced force is down the plane. Unbalanced force is down the plane. That's why the block will accelerate down the plane. Okay, see. Suppose this object, what is right now, this object is at rest, correct? This object is at rest. When you release it, it is going down only. Why? Why? No, use balanced and unbalanced force. Why? Unbalanced force is where? Downward. That's why from rest it is going where? Downward. Okay. So here also it is at rest, but when you release it, where it is going? Down. So because net unbalanced force is where? Down the plane. Very good. So by observation, it will accelerate down the plane, accelerate down the plane because net unbalanced force is down the plane. Okay, so this is known as up the plane, this is down the plane. Okay, net unbalanced force is down the plane. Now what is that unbalanced force? We'll find. So first of all, you observe how many forces are acting on this. Okay, downward, what is the force? Downward, mg. Mg is downward, and normal force is perpendicular to surface. This is the normal force. Note down. Normal force. Okay. So two forces are there, normal and mg. Note down. Now draw one horizontal surface, horizontal line, sorry, not surface, horizontal line and vertical line, and one line along normal. So basically I am considering one line along normal, one line along surface, vertical and horizontal. Okay, vertical and horizontal, they are perpendicular, correct? Vertical, horizontal, perpendicular. And line along normal and line along surface, they are also perpendicular, 90-degree. Now you tell me what is this angle? What is this angle? theta. So what is this angle? 90 minus theta. Very good. So what is this angle? Theta. So what is this angle? 90 minus theta. Very good. So this is the surface. This is the surface. So now take component of mg along surface and perpendicular to surface. Take component. So what you write? Tell me. Take component along surface and perpendicular to surface. Tell me. This mg, what is a component perpendicular to surface? This way, mg cos theta, and this way, mg sin theta. You understood, everyone? So this is mg sin theta. This is mg cos theta. Note down. So this is the concept here. So normal is balanced with mg cos theta because the block is not going here or here. Block is going here. It means this direction forces are balanced. Okay. Block moves parallel to surface. So perpendicular to surface, forces are balanced. Forces are balanced. Okay, note down this assertion reason they can ask. Okay, on a smooth inclined plane, block moves along the plane. Why? Why block is moving along the plane? Why? Because perpendicular to surface, forces are balanced. Unbalanced force is along the surface only. Unbalanced force is along the surface, parallel to surface. And what is that unbalanced force? What is the unbalanced force here? Mg sin theta. So unbalanced force is mg sin theta. Note down. And these are balanced. These are balanced. So what balance means? They are equal. So what is the value of n? Tell me. Mg cos theta. Very good. And unbalanced force is mg sin theta. So mg sin theta, you can write ma. Cancel. So what is a? What is a? G sin theta. Very good. Note down. So G sin theta. So what is the acceleration in a smooth inclined plane? G sin theta. Okay. So give me one register. Any notebook you give. Extra you have? Any register? Okay, no problem. Give this. So this is the inclined plane. So this is the object. Like this. So what is the acceleration? Tell me. What is the acceleration? Acceleration of this object? G sin theta. But when I drop it, what is the acceleration? G. Understood? Okay. Note down. So note down. Okay. Normal force mg cos theta, acceleration g sin theta. Okay. Now let's go back to motion in 1D. So S is equal to ut plus half at square. Calculate time taken if the length of inclined plane is L. Length of inclined plane is L. Block is released from here. Calculate time taken. Block is released from rest. What is the displacement? Tell me when it comes to down bottom of inclined plane. L. Correct. Good. So bottom of inclined plane. So displacement is L, and what is the acceleration? G sin theta. So use S is equal to ut plus half at square. U is, tell me, U is 0. So L is equal to 0 plus half g sine theta into t square. So what is t? 2L by g sine theta is t square. So what is t? Square root. Correct. 2L by g sine theta. Very good. Okay, fine. So this is the time taken. Note down. Note down. Time taken. Okay. Direct question will come. But this is not difficult question. Remember, this is easy question. If this type of question comes in NEET next year, it is easy. Okay. Why it is easy? Tell me. Because what you are applying? This is easy or difficult? Easy only, right? Correct. U is 0. Now, with what speed it will come to the bottom of incline? With what speed? You can use v square minus u square is equal to 2as. So v square minus u square. U is 0. 2a. A is g sine theta. S is L. Okay. So v will be square root of 2gl sine theta. 2gl sine theta. Time taken is square root of 2l by g sine theta. Speed at the bottom of inclined plane, v is equal to square root of 2gl sine theta. Okay, remember these things. It is easy only. Okay, see, you think like this. 70% of physics will be easy only. Think like this. Okay, whole NEET syllabus. 70% will be easy only, and your work is done in 70%. You will get MBBS, right or not? 100 plus, you cross 100 plus. Okay, your work is done. So don't think physics is difficult. Crossing 100 plus is easy or difficult? Crossing 100 plus, easy. Just hard work you have to do. Okay, hard work. You are expert in doing hard work, right? We all are expert in doing hard work, right or not? Hard work. Okay, so 100 plus is easy to get. Okay, just practice. 30 to 40 MCQs you have to practice. Okay, fine. Next question you write down. Two inclined planes are there. Two inclined planes. What is same for both? What is same for both? Height. Height is same. Okay. What is different for both? Angles. Here, what is the angle of inclination? Alpha. Here, beta. As you can see, which is greater, alpha or beta? Which is greater? Alpha. Alpha is greater than beta. Now block is released from here and block is released from here. Find the ratio of time taken. So if you want, you can write down question, proper question you can write down. Note down. Two inclined planes. Two inclined planes, smooth, okay? Both are smooth inclined plane, frictionless. Block is released from top of inclined plane. From top of inclined plane. Initial height same. Initial height same. This and this. You can assume this is h. This is also h. Initial height same. But angle of inclination different. But different angle of inclination. Angle of inclination different. Angle of inclination different. In first case, time taken is T1, second case, time taken is T2. Find ratio of time taken by block in two cases. In two cases. So it is very easy. Previously, you have found the time. What is the formula for time? T is equal to square root 2L by G sin theta. Very good. So what is T1 here? Tell me. What is T1 here? Square root 2 L1. Now what is L1 here? Length. 2 L1 by G sin alpha. Very good. And what is T2 here? Square root 2 L2. 2 L2 by G sin beta. Very good. Now, now calculate L1 in terms of H. So H and L1, how will you find the relation? Sin alpha, cos alpha, tan alpha. What will you use? Sin alpha, cos alpha, tan alpha. What do you use to find relation? Sin alpha opposite by hypotenuse. Cos alpha adjacent by hypotenuse. So sin alpha, good. So what is sin alpha here? What is sin alpha here? H by L1. So what is L1? H by sin alpha, very good. Now similarly you can take what is, tell me. So correct. So H by L2 is sin beta. So what is L2? H by sin beta. Now put L1 and L2 here. 2 by G L1 by sin alpha. What is L1? L1. This. Put here. Put H by sin alpha. This is L1. Then we have one more sin alpha. Denominator. Correct. It will become sin square alpha. And here also square root 2 by G L2 H by sin beta. Then one more sin beta is here, sin square beta. So what is T1 by T2 now? So you can write T1 is equal to square root of 2h by G sin square alpha, and T2 is equal to square root of 2h by G sin square beta. So what is T1 by T2 ratio? What is the ratio? 2h by G cancel. 1 by sin square alpha divided by 1 by sin square beta. 1 by sin square alpha divided by 1 by sin square beta. So what is this? It will go to the numerator. This will come down. Like 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 3. What is this? 3 by 2. Correct. So this will be square root of sin square beta by sin square alpha. So what is the answer? Now square root is there. Sin beta by sin alpha. Sin beta by sin alpha. Note down. Sin beta by sin alpha. Sin beta by sin alpha. Note down. Done. Okay, very important question we have done. Okay, finish. It is easy or difficult? Tell me. Easy, right? 70% is easy. Remember that. Okay, fine. Next. So height same, angles different. Okay, inclined plane finish. We'll come back to this later in friction chapter. Yes, one more important question is there. Yeah. Next you write down. No, that is also friction only. Okay. Yes, friction we'll discuss. Net contact force. Huh? Sphere. Huh? Spheres. Okay, spheres. Okay, we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that. Okay, so let's do rope. Note down. Next, two blocks. Note down. Next topic. Two blocks on a smooth horizontal surface. Two blocks. Two blocks on smooth horizontal surface. This is also easy topic. One question came in 23, 2023 or 24. One question was there based on this. So two blocks are there. See, horizontal surface, one block M1, another block M2, and smooth surface. Okay, horizontal surface is smooth horizontal surface. Now you are pushing M1 by force F. See, if only one block is there and you are pushing it with F, what happens? It will accelerate. How to find acceleration? F by M. So how now you combine these, you consider this as one object. So what is the acceleration? F by M1 plus M2. Very good. Correct. Both will have same acceleration. Both have same acceleration. Now some questions are there. F. F is acting on M1 or M2? M1. But why M2 is moving? Why M2 is also moving? Hmm? Why? Because they are in contact. So M1 will push M2 where? Right side. If M1 is pushing M2 right side, so M2 will also push M1 left side. Action reaction. Okay. So if you draw free body diagram, it will be like this. For M1, F is right side. M2 will push M1 left side. Let's suppose that force is N. And for M2, M1 will push M2 right side. That force is N. These are action reaction. These two are action reaction. Okay. If you call this as action, so what is this? Reaction. Okay. This is reaction. Note down. So action reaction. Note down. These are action reaction. So you are exerting force on M1, M1 M2 contact. So M1 will push M2 right, action. So M2 will push M1 left, reaction. Okay. Both can be called as action reaction. This is action, this is reaction, or this is action. Both are same. Okay, fine. So this is a free body diagram, and surface will exert one normal force on M1. So that is N1 mg weight M1g, and for this M2 normal upward N2 and M2g downward. Okay, this is the free body diagram. So The block will accelerate, blocks will accelerate right side. So what is the unbalanced force for M1? For M1, what is the unbalanced force? Which is greater, F or N? F is greater because acceleration is right side. So this is greater. It is like this. Suppose right side is 3 Newton, left side is 1 Newton. So where object will go, right or left? Right, very good. Now object is going right, it means this is greater. So what is the unbalanced force? F minus N. So F minus N is unbalanced force, that is equal to mass into acceleration. And what is the unbalanced force here? N. So N is equal to mass into acceleration. M2 into A. Note down. Unbalanced force is mass into acceleration. So object will accelerate. So whole system, you can call it system. Okay. You can call it system. Whole system is accelerating right side. So A is equal to F by M1 plus M2. And unbalanced force is equal to mass into acceleration. So find the value of N. What is N here? Tell me. A value you put from here. So what is N value? So that is contact force. Contact force between blocks. Contact force between blocks. Tell me what is N? Contact force between block. N. What is N? Tell me. M2. M2 into A. Put here F by M1 plus M. This is the formula. Note down. Contact force. So contact force between two blocks. So you are exerting force on M1. So what is coming in numerator? M2. Note down. If force is acting on M2, what will be same? When force is acting on M1, normal force, the contact force between the blocks here, M2 will push M1 left, M1 will push M2 right. That normal force is M2F by M1 plus M2. Now what is the normal force in this case? Now you are pushing M2, M1 by M1 plus M2 into F. Good. So when you are exerting force on M1, what is coming in numerator? M2. When you are exerting force on M2, what is coming in numerator? M1. Okay. So that is you remember. And acceleration is same. Acceleration is same in both the cases. Acceleration is F by M1 plus M2. Is it easy or difficult to remember? Easy, right? So you can answer this these questions. So just remember in your formula diary also you write down acceleration normal. Okay. Acceleration is F by M1 plus M2. And draw this diagram also. So now you can answer this. Suppose this is 3 kg, this is 2 kg. 10 Newton is acting on 3 kg. What is the acceleration? Tell me. Acceleration. How much acceleration? Tell me. Tell me. 10 by 3 plus 2. 10 by 5. 2. Acceleration 2 meter per second square. What is the normal force between the blocks? Between the blocks, what is the normal force? 3 by 5 into 10 or 2 by 5 into 10? 2 by 5 into 10. Very good. 2 by 5 into 10. 4 Newton. Okay. So when force is acting on M1, M2 is numerator. So force is acting on 3. So 2 is the numerator. 2 by 3 plus 2 into 10. Okay, clear? Okay, fine. Normal force between the block is 4 Newton. Normal force between the block is 4 Newton. Okay, clear? Understood? Now, one block over two block. Okay. Now, next, how many blocks? Three blocks. Three blocks. Okay, it is very easy. See, now three blocks are there. This is M, this is 2M, this is 3M. Force is acting on M. Let's call this is A, B, C. So now I will give you 1 minute to solve this question. Find normal force between A and B. Find normal force between B and C. And one hint also I am giving. To find normal between A and B, combine B and C. So you can write like this. And to find normal between B and C, combine A and B. Like this. Okay. To find normal between A and B, combine B and C. Now tell me answer. I want normal here. What is the normal between these two? What is the force of push? What is the push force between these two? Correct. So you are exerting force on M. So numerator will be 5M. Correct. Good. 5M by M plus 5M into F. So 5M into F by 6M. So answer is 5F by 6. Now find the normal force between 2M and 3M. So combine M and 2M, 3M and 3M. So what is the answer? Tell me. Correct. So 3M in the numerator, denominator 6M, F by 2, F by 2. Normal between A and B, 5F by 6. Normal between B and C, F by 2. Okay. So now you can solve any number of blocks, 4 blocks, 5 blocks, correct? 10 blocks, correct? Okay. So note down, 5 more minutes. Okay, fine. Okay, done. Now next you write down rope, heavy rope. Last topic. It is also easy. 2 blocks you have understood. Rope also you will understood. Now this is a heavy rope. It is a rope. Rope is kept on the smooth floor. Okay. You are pulling it here. Okay, it is a lengthy topic. Okay, no problem. We'll do after the break. You take break better. Okay, it is a lengthy, 5 to 10 minutes it will take. No problem. We'll do it after the break. So some homework you can write. 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg. Here you are exerting 10 Newton. Okay, and here you are exerting, you are pushing it with 20 Newton. Find normal force between 2 and 3 kg. Okay, try this. Hint also, right? Maybe you need hint or do not need, no problem, but I'm giving hint. Step 1, find acceleration. Step 2, find unbalanced force for 3 kg. Find unbalanced force for 3 kg. The whole system will move right or left? Whole system left. Correct. Whole system will move left. Okay, clear? So find the acceleration first. Okay, fine. Anyone? Any doubt? You ask. Okay, okay, finish. We'll continue.